Okay, so we are on the consonants page, Black Learning Log, consonants page, page B1. You wrote all the consonants down. You put a red check over C, G, and S. Who can tell me why? Yes.
Because C, G, and S have more than one sound.
Very good. So C says K and S. G says G and J. And S says S and Z, like as. Okay, so we filled in, when does C say the hard sound K and G say the hard sound G in front of A, cap, gap, in front of O, cot, got, in front of U, cut, guts, in front of a consonant, clip or grip, and then in front of nothing at the end of the word, arc and fog. Okay, so now we're on the second set here. C says S and G may say J before E, I, or Y, and you've got 4 sections here. Okay, so let me find my spot here. Okay, so C and G say their second sound only before E, I, or Y. The C consistently does the G, consistently does all the time, and the G usually does. Okay, so go ahead and write in this first column S, E, N, T. S, E, N, T. Here's in print. Here's in cursive. So it's not a Kent, it's a cent, right? In this first column, right here, by the E, you write in cent. Okay, you can do print or cursive. I would like you to work on your cursive, but you don't have to. Okay, and then for the G column, we're writing down J, E, N, T.
Hum.
Gent is a word?
He was a fine gentleman. Right? Yep, so under the C, remember we're making the C says S sound. And the G says J. These are the soft sounds. Cent. I have 1 cent to my name. And then J-ent. Okay? Also, always in front of an I. So write down this word. S-it-e. S-it-e. City. That's right. They live in the city of Dallas.
Dallas Cowboys.
And then you're going to write down, for the G's, J-I-N. Eli Whitney invented the cotton gin. J-I-N. So as you're learning these and you're learning these sounds, the phonograms, and then you're seeing it. So it's, I want you to hear it, write it, and then see it. That's helping your brain to kind of assimilate the information before you're just trying to memorize what you see. Okay, the next one we're writing down is st. Now you have 2 of the same sounds but 2 different letters. This here is a ganglion cyst. C-Y-S-T, cyst.
Do I have one?
Uh-oh, you don't. That's the end of your ulna.
Why do you have one? We don't.
Maybe someday when you get older, because my dad got them too. And then J-im. J-im.
G-I-M.
No, because we're in the Y category. Gym. I'm going to play in the gym. going to play in the gym today. So if you're trying to figure out how to spell something and you hear that sound, remember the C says S in front of E, I, and Y, always. So you wouldn't say Kent or Kitty or kissed. Right? Gent, gin, Jim. Now, we have some exceptions to the rule in this one. Okay? So here's something I have to tell you. Other phonograms can spell the K before E or I. Okay? So the second column is because you can say Kent. Right? So that would be a capital K, E-N-T. I live in the city of Kent, England. Or the guy's name was Kent. Right? Yep, so this is in your second column. So other phonograms, the K, can say K in front of E, but the C always says in front of E. Okay? And then you can say kitty. So you wrote scent. Yep, and then you're writing Kent with a capital K. Good job.
Why?
Below it, you're writing kitty. Okay, so you can say city. You don't say kitty, but this can say kitty. Okay, so here we're saying stinky.
Say that again? I couldn't hear that.
Oops, I'm sorry, just a second.
Ski.
Yep, I wrote that wrong.
Ski.
I was thinking K.
That was stink.
So here's the phonogram K in front of a Y. Okay, so stinky. You wouldn't say stincy. This room is very stincy. Okay, so you can see C in front of E says K in front of E says K. Does that make sense?
Oh, it does. Why'd you put an S after two K's? K, say S. C, C, C. G, G, G. K, K, S.
You know, when you whisper on the video, you can still hear. Okay. So no red is needed in the next two steps. Let's see here. Okay, so we have one more space, right?
J?
In your section over here, you have one more line. Because remember I said C always says in front of E? Scent. C always says in front of I, city. C always says in front of Y. But G sometimes says J. So can you guys think of a word that says GE, but it says the hard G sound?
Euro.
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 Yeah, so we're going to learn as we go through that a lot of...
Euro. Gyro.
so that's
Euro.
not an English word.
Euro.
That's a different word. So that's going to not...
Euro.
Okay, so think of an English word that says G.
Melody.
What did I
Game?
say to you?
Game? But it doesn't have
Game. That's a
Gang.
good one. Yep,
Gang.
G.
That is a good one.
Game. How about get?
Oh,
Go get your shoes. G. Eh.
Do we have to be
T.
writing these down?
So put in parentheses after you write get, not jet. So write the word g, et. Get.
Well, can I have some help?
Yep, so look at my board and then look at your board. You have the same 4 columns.
They are totally different, yeah.
Already on a video even.
So,
You have the same 4 columns. You see an E at the beginning of your column. You wrote down scent. You wrote down Kent. You wrote down gent. And now you're writing down get, not jet.
Sent, Kent, Gent.
Say the same thing again. You have 4 columns on your paper and then black E on the left hand column or blue. So you wrote down scent. Follow along with your finger. You wrote down scent. You wrote down Kent. You wrote down gent. and now you're writing get. If you turn your chair away from me, then you're not going to be able to see what I'm pointing at. And this is your choice. Okay. Here's another one. Begin.
Mom, something happened.
And then again. So here's a kind of interesting, right? We have the same 3 letters. Why don't we say begin? Latin-based words like gent have G say j before E, I, and Y. Beside gent, write get, G-E-T, wrote that, add parentheses, not jet. Get is an English word, an early English word. The G in early English only said g. So remember I was talking to you about the Canterbury Tales? Wander up with the shure sute, the drought de marches persitud rute, and bathe at every switch in vain the quarter, which venture engenders the floor. So you could probably figure out what he's talking about. In early March, the rain comes and bathes all the plants, right? But we speak a little bit differently. So you would always see g for G. But today, an English word may say j before E, I, and Y. If it doesn't, we know it's an early one. Okay, so you've got get, not jet. And you've got begin, g, and then boogie. Let's do that one.
And then boogie.
And you got to kind of shake your hips when you do it. Boogie. We're gonna boogie.
It sounds like it would have 2 O's.
Because you wouldn't say budgie. Everyone get on your budgie. Right? We're gonna boogie.
Bogey? Bogey. What's spelled out bogey?
A bogey, like an airplane bogey, I think that's B-O-E-G.
I thought boogie was B-O-O-G-Y.
Yeah. Bogey. Boogie.
Like boogie? I think that's if you're talking about a booger.
Booby.